Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Kingdom Mod Let's Play for Mount & Blade Warband. So, last episode we were able to conquer Jelkala, which was the last town held by the Kingdom of Rhodoks, and now they are down to a single castle and village, and that will not be the case for much longer. Also, previously we had all sort of agreed upon a sort of goal as to what would qualify us as a kingdom, and since we have achieved that goal, being 3 towns under our control, we are now the Kingdom of Yellen. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that name, especially since I don't think Yellen is going to be our capital for very much longer. I'd like to move it to Veluka as soon as we're at peace. So I would be open to suggestions as to what we should call our kingdom. Keep in mind, our ultimate goal is the Holy Empire of Calradia. So eventually we will be using that name. And that's something else I need from you guys, is what would constitute us as the Holy Empire of Calradia. Obviously, the goal is to conquer the entire map under that name, but when can we start calling ourselves Emperor? What do you guys think would qualify? Maybe 5 or 6 towns? Maybe conquering the entirety of another kingdom, so being 2 kingdoms rather, being 2 kingdoms large, I guess, rather than a single one. So maybe if we conquered all of like Swadia as well, would that qualify us as an empire? You guys will have to let me know, but we are the Kingdom of Yellen for the time being. Again, I'm open to suggestions as to what we should call that. I prefer not to have it be a town name because, I don't know. It just doesn't make as much sense. It made sense when we were the Grand Duchy because our original duchy started at Yellen. And Frederick is now king as well. So King Frederick Aldous. But there's no time for coronations just yet. We are currently about to take Ibdilla's castle, right where we left off in the last episode. They have a little over 200 men in the garrison there. Not a whole lot of threatening troops, though. Only 8 top-tier infantry, 20 sharpshooters, which will be deadly until we get into the the castle, and then they'll be just fodder for our infantry. But I think we're ready to go. We're ready to do this. So let us go ahead and wipe out Rhodoks once and for all, and then we can kind of take a little bit of a breather. We will still be at war with the Kyrgyz Khanate, but they have their hands full with the Saranids at the moment, and I think we'll be all right. By the way, I am trying to change the colors of these factions. I have changed these guys to orange. It just will not update for whatever reason. So I'm actively playing with it to try to get it to work. But so far, I haven't been able to. Which was odd because it was really easy for me to do my own faction. But apparently very difficult to do other factions for some reason. Alright, so anyways. Ibdilla's castle. Let's do this. We're going to go ahead and besiege the castle. Oh, this is going to be a siege tower. This is going to take a long time. How long? 72 hours. Yikes. So basically 3 whole days, is that right? I want to say 3 whole days. Yeah, that seems right. Hold on a second here. If we're going to do that, I need to run down Relan first, because if I'm building stuff, he can just run right inside and add to that garrison. And I don't want him to do that. So let's try to catch him first and defeat him, and then we'll take the castle. That way, they don't end up having like 300 men against my 140. Also, it gives me a little bit of time to recover my companions. There we go. We've caught him. Hopefully I have my lance equipped. I wish I could say the same for you, Count Reland. First of all, how do you feel about Gravith? Really? Long may he live, even now. Alright. Well, you've made your choice. Okay, I think we're ready to move in. Normally I'd try to swing around and flank the enemy on the hill or something, but in this case, I'm feeling a little bit impatient. I want this war to be over. So infantry, go ahead and get on up in there. Cavalry, start heading that direction as well. I'm going to go ahead and lead you guys. I want to make sure that we get into the back line here with our cavalry rather than... You know what, we're getting there too fast. Hold on, hold on. We want to make sure the infantry is ready to support us. You know what? Go ahead and start going. They're countercharging, sort of. Man, look at my archers go. They got one of my hammermen. Alright, go ahead and charge. Infantry, go ahead and charge. Oh, he stole my kill. Damn. Damn this slope. I can't hit anything right now. It's been a couple days since I've played any Warband, and it's definitely showing. I'm feeling it too. I feel rusty. Which is weird, because I play the game so often, you'd think it would be like second nature at this point, but I don't know. I've been playing a few other games. The Steam sale started today, so I haven't actually picked anything up yet, but there's a few other games I've had kicking around in my library for a while that I finally had a chance to play because I've had the week more or less off. And so not a whole lot of Warband this week, and I'm definitely feeling it. So 4 killed, that sucks actually. I was hoping to get through that with no casualties. We lost a hammerman, 2 sergeants, and some infantry, which is unfortunate because those are all pretty high tier infantry for us. And Relan manages to escape once again. Let's get another sergeant up there to replace the one we lost. And I wish we had some rescued prisoners to recruit from. That would be nice. Let's see. Veteran crossbows, and I guess we'll take veteran spears for the rest. And we need to find ourselves some recruits. Just to kind of fill out our numbers. We may as well go in with a full party because we are going to take some casualties. So if, 8 recruits die in place of, 8 sergeants or something, I'm okay with that. Let's start up here. I don't know if I've been up there yet. Maybe I have. I don't remember. I did run around and recruit a little bit last episode. Yeah, apparently I have been here recently. Well, we're just going to have to do this with 133 men then. Clovis was wounded as well. That sucks. It means he's going to be out for this fight. So let's see. Ooh, they managed to increase their garrison size a little bit. I think I'm going to have to go get some help. So I'm going to run around and find somebody to call a campaign for me. And then we will come back with a little bit of backup. Alright, so the weekly budget is in, and we've turned another profit. It looks like we made about 10,000 or so dinars. So, again, we're just raking it in. I really need to find something to spend all this wealth on. But yeah, I mean, we're making lots of money. That's great. Yellen, Veluka, they're both cranking out plenty of cash. Not getting anything from Jelkala yet, but that's sort of to be expected. We haven't even had it for a full week yet. Actually, we might at this point. It's probably close. But anyways, we've turned a profit. And I am still building our siege tower here. I've got a little bit of backup now, so we should be up over about 220 men, which should make this easier. Although the AI is constantly recruiting from inside their castle, which is kind of BS. The fact that the AI can cheat like that is a bit disappointing, but whatever. It's something I've grown very much used to at this point. Let's see, we'll call for a meeting and give them an opportunity to surrender. Yeah, I figured as much. Alright, well, let's go ahead and lead our soldiers in the assault, and once again I forgot to unequip my lance. So, here we go. Alright, so despite there being a siege tower, there's also a ladder, so I'm going to go ahead and try to take advantage of the ladder, and maybe keep some of these guys busy so they're not shooting my men. I've asked the cavalry and my personal retinue to join me, so we'll see if we can maybe get a nice little foothold here. But as long as I'm keeping the enemy busy, I don't really care about much beyond that. Let's jump in here and I'll try to clear some of these guys out. I've got my Warhammer here, which is probably just going to tear through most of these trash units. Yeah, a Gambison ain't going to stop that. I might need to tell everybody else to follow me. I'm kind of tempted to just abandon the siege tower and, send everybody in. Oh, it looks like I'm alone. But I've got a nice little choke point here, and these guys can't seem to hit me, so I guess I'll be alright. Now, we're still taking casualties, though. That sucks. Nope. Don't get behind me. Don't do it. There we go. I'm taking fire from over there. I might need to jump back over the wall. Oh, there's still somebody in here with me. I don't know who that is. Might be Sir Aster the Maid. It looks like he just got a kill. Crap, they're flanking me. There we go. Alright, I had to back out so that I didn't get knocked out. But we're sending our men in here. Oh, I need to get off this ladder before I get shot. Come on, move it, move it, move it. Why can I not get off this ladder? This is ridiculous. There we go. We are taking some casualties, though. I don't think I'm taking casualties necessarily. I think it's all the trash units that my vassals brought in. Alright, so we're doing pretty well here. We've moved into the courtyard. I have all my infantry and cavalry fighting down the ground here with my archers set up above to you know, continually rain missile fire on them. We are losing troops still, but again, I think it's all of the crappy stuff that my vassals brought. I haven't seen any, like, Calradian knights go down or anything. It's all been, like, Rhodoks spearmen and Rhodoks crossbows and stuff. Stuff that I didn't have in my party, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. And it looks like we've pretty much held them at this gate here, or at least they're holding themselves there. I'm just doing my best not to get taken down at this point. But it seems like we have archer superiority now, so I don't really need to worry about getting caught by a stray arrow anymore. More like a stray spear at this point. So I'm just kind of keeping my shield out and see what I can do from, you know, kind of the back line. Guess I'll just kind of, yeah, there we go. Put my lance to use as a spear, since that's basically what it is. And it looks like we're going to push on through here now. I'm going to be very, very careful about this. I don't know if my archers can really help me from back there. Yeah, you know what, archers? I need you to move up. I don't know if moving up is a good idea. You know what? Archers, go back to where you were. Go back, because we're probably going to have to hold them here, it looks like. Alright, so we've held down the gate pretty well here. I don't have a lot of troops left. Well, I have a bunch of archers left. I guess that's not true. I don't know if I've run out of reinforcements or if it's just because there's so many archers currently on the battlefield. But their reinforcements seem to have stopped. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do like just an epic charge here through the gates and take out whoever's left. Hopefully there's not many. But I'm going to send the knights first and have the archers right on their tail. So, cavalry go, infantry go, archers follow me. And we'll see what we have left here. Alright, archers set up right here. Is that the last guy? Okay, well, I guess there's nothing to worry about then. Cool. Very cool. I barely held on there. I had to sit out a lot of that fight, so most of it's probably going to get cut. But I basically just sat back, and when I could, I gave people the old lance poke. So yeah, good thing I brought it. Let's see, how bad did we do here? Oh, only 10 dead. It seemed like a lot worse than that. I guess, well, my allied casualties are probably pretty high. Yeah, 38 dead, 45 wounded. But we did defeat the enemy, and that's all that matters. Okay. Oh, we have to take the castle still. Hopefully I have some hit points, or this is going to be very difficult. Alright, so I'm going to hope that my men can handle this for the most part, because if I get hit at all, I am going to go down. Ah, crap. And they're already on me. Get him, William. Protect your king. Oh, that was close. He was coming around with that hammer. Luckily, my one-handed proficiency is pretty ridiculous at this point. Oh, man. It's just me and a random longbowman. This is not good. Okay. I think I can do this. One hit and he wins, but it's going to be one difficult hit. There we go. Whew, that was tough. Or, it wasn't that tough, but it was making me kind of nervous. Yeah, I don't know why it gave me a bunch of archers to clear a room. That seems kind of pointless. It could have given me some knights. We know we had knights left. But anyways, let's see. We were victorious, and I imagine most of these guys are going to escape. Apparently all of them are going to escape. Count Kernays, you know what? You're free to go, because your faction is pretty much destroyed at this point, so I'm trying to butter you guys up so that you'll come join me. Yeah, find a way to repay me. Maybe by joining my faction. Wink, wink. Oh, good, and we can recruit a bunch of troops. I turned all of my caravan guards into mercenary swordsmen, and apparently none of them died. I was kind of hoping they would be fodder and prevent me from losing more important troops. But apparently they all survived, and my other important troops were killed. So I lost a lot of knights there. We were at like 30 at one point, so we'll have to try to replenish those. So let's see. I'll take 2 more caravan guard. I like keeping them around just because extra cavalry is nice. Caravan master, sure, why not? And then no Calradian troops rescued, interestingly enough. So I'll take the sharpshooters. Apparently my other sharpshooter was killed already. When did I get a Calradian crossbowman? Whatever. We'll bring these guys along. I'll move them to the top so that they see more combat. I prefer they either get kills or die themselves. So we'll just get them where they'll see plenty of action. I'll take the sergeant and the vanguard because those are pretty good quality troops. Let's move you up here so you see plenty of combat as well. And I guess, let's see, veteran spearmen, trained crossbows. I think I have room to take most of them. So I'll take all of these guys and I'll just leave them in a garrison somewhere. And then we captured a bunch of enemies, but I don't think I have a ton of room. I don't have any room. So let's see. Release at least 3 of those guys because we'll take the sharpshooters. And then is there anything better than what we currently have? Not really. Not really. So we'll just stick with that then. And I guess we'll call that a victory. I've got a bunch of loot here as well. Okay, and of course we're going to defer appointment to get that free garrison. And I don't have anybody that I necessarily want to give it to anyways, so that works out perfectly. Not going to give it to myself though, obviously. So there we go. And alright, so that is pretty much the end of the Kingdom of Rhodoks. They could potentially make a move to recapture this, but I don't think they will. I don't think they have any lords still on the battlefield, so that might indeed be the end of them. If they had somebody running around somewhere, they could potentially come and capture something and save their faction, but otherwise that is that. So let's see who joined me for that one. I might want to reward them later. I can't see who this is. Whoops, not what I meant to do there. Who is that? Garmal, Tribidin, and Place. Okay. So Count Place, send everybody home. Guys, get back to what you were doing. This war is over. Again, we are still at war with the Kyrgyz, but for now we don't really need to worry about that. Let's see, that seems about right. Okay, so Ibdillah's castle. Let's I think we already got to see the inside a little bit, but let's take a peek. I always like looking at the interior of the castles I conquer. I like this. I don't mind this at all. This is nice and homey. There's a fireplace, long table with some food on it. Bunch of Rodoks ladies here. They'll potentially be Calradian ladies, depending on what a lot of these Rodoks lords do. So, with that, let's head to Veluka. We're gonna see what we need in order to. Actually, I should head to Chikala first and sell all this loot. But we're gonna see what we need to move our capital here. I'm pretty sure it's like tools and a bolt of velvet or something. So we'll keep an eye out for that stuff as we kind of run along. But until we get our capital moved, we might need to return to Yellen to see if any of these lords have, rushed to join us. I don't want to miss out on any of those because I have a lot of castles that need people to, take over them and start garrisoning them. So let's get on over here. All right, so the Kingdom of Rhodoks is officially eliminated. So they're gone for good. Don't need to worry about them anymore. What I'm going to do is between episodes, I'm going to basically break the chain in their troop tree so that the Rhodoks recruits will now level up directly into Calradian units. That way we'll see less Rhodoks troops and more Calradian troops being used by the lords in my faction. I just prefer to use those because they're sort of a mashup of the Swati and Rhodoks troops. So I think they're a little bit more interesting, and they're definitely better. So they're actually not better. It's the same stats as the Swatian troops, except for the crossbowmen, which are the same as the Rhodoks troops. But I think they're cooler. They have my faction colors and stuff. So yeah, we're gonna be using them. All right, so I am back at Yellen, and apparently there are two lords looking to have a chat with me here. I'm going to talk to my wife first, though. She's more important to me than these two. So let us see here. First of all, I'd like to take inventory. Apparently I still have a bunch of food. Oh, did she carry over all the extra food we had from the last feast that we threw? Apparently she did. I'm also going to give her this book because I've finished reading it. And we'll have to find a new book to read. I've also found the tools and the velvet. So we can move our capital whenever we want now. Or my court anyways. So let's see. Any ideas to strengthen our kingdom's unity? No? Okay, well that's fine. Well, I was hoping she'd have more options, but that's fine. Let's have a chat with this guy, Lord Gerlux. -4 relations. Ill treatment at the hands of King Gravith. Okay. I'm going to reluctantly accept. If we have negative relation with him, it means he's probably not honorable. And so he's going to be difficult to keep happy. But I could just give him a small castle or something, and if he decides to get uppity with me, I can always just take it back and banish him. So for now, I'm basically going to bring him on to garrison a castle for me, and then if he is a hassle, then he's gone. If not, then we'll keep him around. But yeah, he's gonna garrison a castle for me. So sure, I'll be honored, I guess. I'm not that honored, but I'll allow it. And let's see. King Yargalek, okay. That's Vaegirs, right? Well, we have no relation with him. I'll accept your pledge, but again, I'm probably just going to give you a castle, and then if you give me any trouble, you're gone. So that'll be fine for now. I'll have to decide what castles to give them. I was hoping we'd get more of the lords that we had high relation with. But I don't necessarily have to give these two anything. I've just taken them in, and I can always let them leave later with nothing. So for now, I guess we're going to head back to Valuka and move our capital to something a little bit more, or our court to something a little bit more spacious. While recruiting, I ran into some villages infested with bandits, so we're going to clear this out real quick. These fights are always kind of fun because we get to basically charge down a bunch of archers with a bunch of knights at like point-blank range, which is always kind of fun. I'll just hack my way through this little crowd. Why am I not hitting that guy? There we go. You can pretty much just stand here and swing. I don't think any of their weapons can really hurt me, nor can they really do much to my horse, so I am pretty much safe here. It looks like the farmers are taking the brunt of the damage, which is fine by me as long as I don't lose any important troops. It looks like we managed to keep most of them alive as well. Okay, so that went pretty good. Actually, they lost 5. I'll refuse and take the honor, and then give me some volunteers. Alright, so I had to run back to Yellen real quick because I noticed that a Rhodoks Lord has defected and joined us. So I remembered Talbar and thought that, you know, that sounds familiar. So I was right. We have really high relation with him because he's apparently very honorable. So I am going to happily accept his pledge, and I will definitely give him some land. I'm going to try to figure out what he held initially, like at the start of the campaign, and I'll just give him back whatever fiefs those were, so he'll basically retain his rightful land. But yeah, I'm happy to have him. These two clowns, however, not so much. I think we already lost relation with this guy. 0. Maybe it was the other one. I think it was you. Yeah, -8 already. You're probably gone, pal. Yeah, I might have to cut him loose. I'm definitely not giving him any land, though. Alright, so we've finally made it to Veluca. Let's go ahead and move our court here. It's going to take us some tools and some velvet. We'll go ahead and establish our court, and then we'll go to the castle. And there we have it. This is our new court. Actually, they haven't updated yet. What are you doing here? First of all, who are you? Oh, you're Lord Talbar's daughter. Okay. Got it. Well, I'm waiting for my wife to get here. I'm not sure where she is. I guess it takes a little bit. Let's go in and back out. Maybe she'll show up now? No, apparently not. Okay, well, I'm sure she'll show up eventually. Ooh, that's a thought as well. Have we built anything in Jelkala? I don't know if we have. I feel like maybe we did, but I don't remember. Maybe we started building something and it's just not up yet. No, we have not. So I need to run around the streets and find the guild master. Okay, now that we've found him, let's go ahead and have a chat. First of all, how wealthy is this particular town? Okay, they're poorer than 10 towns and richer than 11, so basically like right in the middle. Got it. Okay. Well, let us see about buying some land here. First of all, how good is a mill gonna do? Negative profit. That's not good. How about a brewery? 102. At least that's positive. Tannery? 82. That's worse, given that you're paying more for that. Wine press, 172. That's actually not bad, because the investment's not particularly high, but still not great. Oil press, that's actually pretty good. 4,500 for the investment, and then 338 in profit. That's actually pretty solid. So oil press. Nope. How about a weavery? Whoa. No, thank you. How about the other weavery? It's better. It's not great. And then finally, the last weavery. No, okay. Oil press it is then. Oil press it is. Go ahead and get to work on that. And I believe that concludes our business in Jelkala. So, I guess I'm not sure how long I've been recording for, to be honest, but we did what we set out to do. We defeated the Kingdom of Rhodoks. We've taken Ibdilla's castle. We've taken on 3 new lords, one of which I'm already going to have to get rid of. The other guy, I'm not too keen on either, so I'm going to have to give Talbar some land. I'll check between episodes and figure out what was his initially and just give him that back. The other guy, I'm going to be real tentative about, because if he's got 0 relation with us, it means he's not an honorable character, and so he'll probably be upset every time I give another lord land, which will, you know, push him into the negative very quickly. So yeah, that might prove difficult to do, but again, I can basically just give him a castle, allow him to garrison it for me, and then once he's done that sufficiently, I can pretty much just, you know, indict him for treason and let that be the end of him. You can't do that too often though, so I don't want to use that too sparingly, but I am going to use it if I need to, which I'm already going to need to. So I'll end it here. Hopefully this doesn't end up being too short with all the cuts I have to make. But again, I've got a couple things I need to hear from you guys. First of all, keep the characters coming, because we still have plenty of character slots left, especially the females. We need some female characters up in here. Still got plenty of character slots left. We need a name for our kingdom. I don't think the kingdom of Yellen is very fitting anymore, given that our court is not even being held in Yellen, and the kingdom is quite a bit larger than just the one town. This is something that's more reflective of this, but I don't want to call myself just the Kingdom of Rodoks, because, you know, that's not really who we are. But I don't know if the Kingdom of Calradia would really be fitting there either. Maybe. I don't know. Come up with something cool. I'll see what you guys come up with, and we'll change it in the next episode, or maybe in 2 episodes if we're we're a bit slow on getting suggestions. What else was there? There was something else I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, so I'm sure you guys remember. I don't, though. So, anyways, thank you so much for watching. I always have a great time playing some Kingdom mod. I haven't played Warband with you guys. This is probably one of my favorite mods for Warband, just because it's so simple, but the aesthetic is really, really nice. And it's distinct enough from native that, you know, I find myself wanting to come back and play it. We're already at we're almost at day 200 at this point. We're actually really far into this campaign. We still have a long way to go. Obviously, we're going to try to conquer the entire continent and form the Holy Empire of the Holy Calradian Empire. I don't know where I was going with that. I do have some stuff planned for that. At the beginning of the campaign, I asked you guys to come up with some like heraldry for the Empire, and I've been working on some myself as well. I've also been working on some armors and banners and things like that once we become the Holy Calradian Empire. So you guys will get to see those once we declare ourselves an empire. But yeah, so anyways, thanks again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.